My name is Abby, and I'm 15 years old. I was born with 3 critical congenital heart defects. I was rushed into surgery just 5 hours after I was born. Doctors told my parents I only had a 40% chance of making it through that surgery. This is what I looked like after my surgery. Doctors expected my recovery to take 1 to 2 months, but I was in the cardiac ICU for just 12 days. The doctors told my parents that I would be small, possibly have hearing and vision problems, learning disabilities, and would not be able to play sports. I am in the 86th percentile for my height, and I have perfect vision and hearing. I love sports. I play basketball, volleyball, AAU basketball, off-season volleyball, and I run the 100, 200, 400, and the 800-meter run and track. And I also pole vault. I think adults often focus on what medical doctors say and believe them to be 100% accurate. These are the things that medical doctors said about me, but here I stand, healthy and thriving. Each year in Minnesota, hundreds of babies just like me are aborted. These babies could have been our next scientists, surgeons, lawyers, politicians, mothers and fathers. They will never get to go to school, read a book, tell a silly joke, or go to school, fall in love, or get married. As my good friend said, while giving birth may change the trajectory of our lives, the alternative will end another before it even begins. I am not a statistic or defined by my heart defects. I am not a defect. My life verse is Psalm 139:14. It says, I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. This verse is super impactful to me because I am fearfully and wonderfully made, heart defects and all. It is a great reminder every day that I was created on purpose, for a purpose. Last year, our government passed many laws that fill me with deep sorrow. The new laws make abortion legal anytime and for any reason. Our laws are now as extreme as anywhere in the whole world. In 2022, there were 12,175 abortions in Minnesota alone. They no longer have to track and report some important abortion statistics. As my papa says, no transparency, no accountability. Where will it end? The most concerning of all, they changed the wording of the Born Alive Act. The Born Alive Act required life-saving medical care to babies who were born alive or after an abortion or attempted abortion. The language of the bill now applies to all babies born alive, not just those after an abortion. By oath, doctors previously had to give life-saving care to babies, but they changed it, and now they just need to give care. Healthy babies will be okay, but babies born sick, like I was, are now in danger. So if I had been born in 2024, I may not be alive and thriving. The doctors could have told my parents, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do for her. We will make her comfortable until she passes. I could have been allowed to die. Even if my parents did choose life for me, how can you change the outcome of this? The truth changes people. Young people need to be bold to change things. We are the leaders and the policymakers of tomorrow. We cannot sit back and do nothing. Matthew 5:13-16 says, you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, it's no good for anything. How can it be made salty again, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot? You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives life to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Some of the greatest events in history have happened when young men and women let their light shine and take a leap of faith with courage and boldness. Change can happen by many doing small things. We don't have to be rich or famous or even an adult to create change. In October of 2022, I visited the Creation Museum in Kentucky. They have an exhibit called Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. This powerful exhibit features lifelike baby models that reveal the miraculous development in the womb with amazing detail. Overlaid with animation it shows both the Bible and science confirm that a baby's life begins at fertilization. It touches on true stories of life, adoption, and healing. I left there inspired to do something. Last January, I went boldly before the Senate committee and testified against the abortion bill. Since then, my speech has been viewed by hundreds of thousands online, and I have given news interviews. My Senate speech has been used by Ken Ham, who is the founder of the Creation Museum, in his speech and newsletter. My testimony is now included in the Fearfully and Wonderfully Made exhibit, and now I'm speaking to you all today. It started with my willingness to say yes to speaking the truth and in love. Just one yes. Mother Teresa said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water and create many ripples." Think about what your strengths are. Can you write, organize, design, talk? We need to speak with boldness, but with gentleness. We are not to hate or mistreat others, but stand lovingly for the truth. What will you say yes to today?